Hi everyone, I'm just Isa, and welcome to Dark History of Sweden. Last time I talked about the most haunted place in Sweden. There will be a link up in the corner and at the end of this video. But today I will talk about 3 haunted castles in Skåne. The first one is Trollenäs Castle, which is in Eslöv County. It was built in 1559 by Tage Ottosen Tott. Trollenäs was owned and governed by 2 families, Tott and Trolle, and has been known since the 1300s. Like always, I want to remind you that Skåne was actually Danish between the years of 1658 and 1720. The castle stayed in the Tott family until 1682, and was then traded to Nils Trolles widow, Helle Rosenkrantz. It still is within the Trolle family. Today it is open to visitors, and you can rent the place for weddings, conferences, and parties. I will leave a link in the description box. According to old legends, one of Trolle's ancestors was the evil heathen Gunnar Gröpe, who lived in the 900s. Gröpe was in a constant fight with Skatte, who he one day finally beheaded. That is what makes the family shield of Trolle, a headless troll. It is said that in Trollenäs, both Gröpe and Skatte have been reborn in different forms throughout the centuries. Gröpe usually takes the form of a big black dog with glowing eyes. Visitors have said to have seen it in the basement. Trolle Ljungby Castle. The next one might sound like the first one, but has nothing to do with it at all. It is in Kristianstad County and was built in 1628 in a Renaissance style. The first part of the estate has been around since the 1300s, but it was burned down in 1525. It's been owned by many different people, but in 1768 it was inherited by Ulrika Lovisa Maria Sparre, who was married to Carl Axel Trolle Wachtmeister. And it has been in the Trolle Wachtmeister family ever since. The castle is unfortunately not open to the public, but they do have several activities in the surrounding area. I will leave a link down in the description box. At Trolle Ljungby, there's a huge stone that is right next to the barn. It is said to have been thrown there by the trolls who wanted to prevent the church in Aarhus from being built. The stone was also considered to be the home of the trolls, and every Christmas Eve they are said to have feasted under the stone, which was raised on gold pillars that very day. The widow Sissela Ulfstand wanted to know what it was all about, and therefore sent a man from her servants to the stone one Christmas Eve. When he arrived, the trolls were very much feasting under the stone, and he was offered to drink a cup with them from their horn and blow their pipe. Slinging the drink over his shoulder, he avoided being caught, and then rode quickly home, still with his horn and pipe. Even though he was riding, the troll was on the verge of catching up with him. But the man must have had ridden across a plowed field. Thus, the horse's tracks and the plow furrows formed the Christian cross. This meant that the trolls could not take the same route across the field, but were forced to run up and down the furrow. This detour slowed them down, so that the man just got home to the castle and the gate could be closed before the trolls came up and yanked and tore at the door in vain. When they failed to get their horn and pipe back, they uttered a curse, and, according to legend, the result was that both the man and the horse he rode died. The castle burned 3 times, and the owner, Sissela's family, would die out. The horn and pipe is still there and can be viewed at the castle. It is believed that Ulrika Sparre herself is haunting the castle. A lady in a dark dress has been seen, and furniture have been moved. They believe that Ulrika is staying to make sure that they keep the castle in appropriate condition. Häckeberga Castle lies in Hjärnarp, Lund County, and was built in 1873 on an old ruined castle from the 1500s that was burnt down in 1678 during the Skåne War. The castle had several owners, from Queen Margareta's squire Eske Brock to the infamous Ulftans family until 1652. From 1720 it was owned by Silversköld family but was sold to Anders Volmer, and then inherited by Carl Gustav Wrangel von Bremer. His grandchild's daughter married Sten Tam, who took over the estate in 1940s. The castle is a hotel today, which you can book on their website. I will link it down in the description box. It has been in a Swedish reality show called Stjärnorna på slottet, The Stars at the Castle, where Swedish celebrities stay and share stories and experiences with each other. In the 1300s, Helge Gregerson Ulfstand ruled at Häckeberga. Riger Holger, he was called. It is said that he rode a horse with golden shoes and called himself the Little King of Skåne. This infuriated the King of Denmark, who had Riger Holger beheaded. But it wouldn't be that easy to separate him from the grounds. Apparently, you can still see him riding his horse with golden shoes across the estate, with his head tied to his body. In a lake in the woods outside of Häckeberga Castle, it is said that his wife still resides. In despair after her husband's death, she drowned herself in the lake. That is how it got its name, Frusjön, the Ladies' Lake. That was all I had on some haunted castles in Skåne. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, leave a like and comment down below to let me know. I did a poll on my community page asking you guys if you wanted Christmas folklore videos or Dark History of Sweden videos. Right now, the majority of you want Christmas folklore videos, and since it is December next week, I will start with that next time. So the first video in that series will be about tomtar, elves. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care of yourself and each other, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!